and then you have regret for what you did. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. ونصلي ونسلم على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين وبعد. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, it is extremely important that we be those type of people who are careful of what we say and what we do. This lisan, this tongue that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave all of us, it has some functions. And some of those functions that Allah gave us in this tongue are amazing. And one part of the tongue, there's a section that allows you to taste those things that are sweet. And another part of the tongue, there's a section that allows you to taste those things that are bitter. And another part of the tongue, there's a section that allows you to taste those things that are salty. But the entire tongue can either be for you or against you. In the next life, it might be sweet for you, or in the next life, it might be salty for you, or in the next life, it might be bitter for you. This tongue is an instrument that will get us either Jannah or land us in an-nar. We should be very, very careful of this tongue. How many people have been sent headlong into the hellfire because of the tongue? How many people have been sent headlong into the Jahannam because of this tongue? We should be careful before we act, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has received the revelation of Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told him, وَلَا تَقُولُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Do not speak about Allah that which you do not know. How much more speaking about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that which we don't know, transmitting narrations that we're not sure about, and even more transmitting information about the Muslims without having the whole story. And we have another beautiful story, inshallah ta'ala, we'd like to present to you from the Sunan of Abi Dawud in the Kitab of Sawm, where Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, جاءت امرأة إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ونحن عنده فقالت يا رسول الله إن زوجي صفوان بن المعطل يضربني إذا صليت ويفطرني إذا صمت ولا يصلي صلاة الفجر حتى تطلع الشمس. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said that while we were with the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasleeman mazida, a woman came to us or to him alayhi salam, and she said, "O Messenger of Allah, surely my husband," and then she named him. And we're very quick to find out the person's name when there's a problem. Who was it? What's her name? What's his name? We're very quick. Now you have the name. My husband, Safwan ibn al-Mu'attal, radiyallahu anhu, he beats me when I pray. Oh, you awliya, you guardians for these women, your sisters, your daughters, your nieces, you're in charge of them to give them in marriage. Would you give a man to a woman who is known, who is mashhur for beating his wife? You would never do it. If you knew that man, even if he was from Somalia, you would never give that man to a woman who's known for beating his wife. Now this man, he's beating his wife because she makes salah. How much worse is that? And O Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he prevents me from fasting. When I begin the fast, he makes me break my fast. And in addition to this, he doesn't pray until the Fajr has already risen. This man, if you listen to this side of the story without checking out the whole story, you would say this man is a zalim. He's a fajr. He's a fasiq. He's a mujrim. He's a criminal. He beats his wife for making salah. He doesn't let her fast. And he doesn't pray Salatul Fajr until after the sun has risen. No good this man is. So Safwan ibn al-Mu'attal, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he was mawjood in the story. He was there when she came. So the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked him about what she said. Now we want to see the whole story, to see his side. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, amma qawluha yadribuni ila sallaytu. He said, إنها تقرأ بسورتين فقد نهيتها. O Messenger of Allah alayhi salam, she reads two surahs, and I have prevented her, prohibited her, proscribed from her. I don't allow her to recite two surahs, meaning she recites long recitation. Baqarah, then Ali Imran, then Nisa, then Ma'idah, then An'am. She keeps going on and on and on. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, يَوْمَ إِذٍ لَوْ كَانَتْ صُورَةً وَاحِدَةً لَكَفَتِ النَّاسِ. If there was only one surah revealed, just one, meaning Al-Fatiha, that would have been enough for the people. وَأَمَّا قَوْلُهَا يُفَطِّرُنِي. As for her statement, O Messenger of Allah, the statement of my wife, he makes me break my fast. He said, فَإِنَّهَا تَنْطَلِقُ فَتَصُومُ وَأَنَا رَجُلٌ شَابٌ فَلَا أَصْبِرُ. O Messenger of Allah, she goes and she fasts. I'm a young man. I can't be patient. I want to have my wife. He said, لا تصوم امرأة إلا بإذن زوجها. يعني خارج شهر رمضان. It's not permissible for a woman to fast without the permission of her husband outside of Ramadan. وَأَمَّا قَوْلُهَا يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. As for her statement, لا أصلي صلاة الفجر حتى تطلع الشمس فإن أهل البيت قد عرف لنا ذاك لا نكاد نستيقظ حتى تطلع الشمس. O Messenger of Allah, my people are very known. My people are known, my tribe, my workers, they're known here in the city. We are the ones who stay up all night. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. While all of you are sleeping, we go to the wells, we bring the water so that when you wake up, you can make wudu. You can make ghusl. You can have water to drink. We're the ones who do that. And then, right before the Fajr comes, we go to sleep. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِذَا اسْتَيْقَظْتَ فَصَلِّي. When you wake up, then pray. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, this story is عظيمة جدا. هذه قصة عظيمة ونفيسة. This is an important story. This is a precious story. Why? It's because we see that there's always another side. There's always another side to the story. That it is important for us to look at every single angle before we make a statement or before we make an action. And if we don't do that, then we might be regretful for what we have said or what we have done. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to perfect our character. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us of those people whose tongues are indecision between the jaws. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put some shackles on us and keep us away from the haram and the fawahish. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put us on the closest proximity to our beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in his majalis on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina wa sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa sallam wa aqim as-salah.